Welcome back to Coins World. I'm so glad you're here, where we explore the rich history and intricate details behind some of the most iconic coins in circulation. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1978 Jefferson nickel, a coin that has an interesting history and significant value in the realm of numismatics. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel, introduced in 1938, has a long history and has undergone many changes since its inception, with the 1978 edition being no exception. In order to understand the 1978 version, we must first explore the origins of this coin, its design evolution, and the broader historical context in which it was minted. The Jefferson nickel was created to replace the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913, and its creation was prompted by a desire to update the design of U.S. coins to better reflect American history and values. The coin was designed by artist Felix Schlag, whose design was chosen out of a competition organized by the U.S. Mint. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is considered one of the most influential figures in American history. The reverse side of the coin features Jefferson's home, Monticello, an iconic symbol of American heritage. This design, which has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, is one of the most enduring and recognizable in American coinage. However, the design of the Jefferson nickel has undergone subtle changes over the years, including adjustments to the portrait of Jefferson and the structure of Monticello, reflecting advances in coin-making technology and evolving artistic standards. When we look specifically at the 1978 Jefferson nickel, we see a coin that was produced during a time of transition. For the U.S. Mint, the 1970s were a period of significant economic changes in the United States, with the country dealing with high inflation, changes in the money supply, and the challenges of a growing economy. These economic pressures had an impact on the production of coins, including the nickel, as the rising cost of metals and inflation made it more expensive to produce coins. In 1978, the U.S. Mint continued the tradition of minting nickels, primarily from a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a composition that had been in place since 1866. However, in response to rising metal costs, there were increasing discussions about the possibility of changing the composition of U.S. coins, while the changeover from silver to base metals had already taken place in earlier decades. The issue of the rising cost of copper and nickel would continue to be a concern for the Mint in the years to come. The 1978 Jefferson nickel is notable for being produced in a year when the United States was also dealing with a significant coin shortage. As the economy struggled and inflation took hold, the government had to find ways to balance the supply and demand for coins, and this led to increased interest in the Jefferson nickel as a subject of numismatic study and collection. While the 1978 nickel was not part of a special commemorative release or unique coinage event, its production is significant because of the time period in which it was minted. The 1970s were a time of experimentation and change for U.S. coinage, with many coins from this era being sought after by collectors for their historical significance, unique mintages, and the story they tell about American society during this turbulent period. Collectors of Jefferson nickels often focus on the years when the coins were struck in large quantities and the various mint marks associated with those years. The 1978 Jefferson nickel, minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, features the familiar P mint mark for coins minted in Philadelphia and the D mint mark for coins minted in Denver. These mint marks are important for collectors, as they help identify where the coins were produced, and variations in mint marks can affect the rarity and value of certain coins. The 1978 Jefferson nickel has seen various levels of interest in the numismatic market, with some coins being more highly valued due to their condition and the specific details of their production. Coins that are in uncirculated or proof condition are often the most sought after by collectors, and the 1978 Jefferson nickel is no exception. Over the years, the value of the 1978 Jefferson nickel has fluctuated depending on factors such as the overall demand for nickels, the rarity of specific coin variations, and the overall condition of the coins. While the 1978 Jefferson nickel is not considered a rare or highly valuable coin by most collectors, it remains an important part of the series due to its place in the history of U.S. coinage. It is a representation of the era in which it was produced, and its continued presence in circulation and in the hands of collectors makes it a piece of history that reflects the changing economic landscape of the United States during the late 20th century. One of the key reasons why the 1978 Jefferson nickel holds value for collectors is because of its role in the broader series of Jefferson nickels that were produced between 1938 and the present day. As with many coins, the value of the 1978 Jefferson nickel is tied not only to its individual characteristics but also to its place in the overall historical narrative of U.S. coinage. While it may not have the same immediate recognition as other key coins, such as the 1913 Liberty Head nickel or the 1938 Buffalo nickel, the 1978 Jefferson nickel remains a significant part of American numismatic history. The coin is often included in collections that focus on the history of the Jefferson nickel series and serves as an example of the changes and innovations that took place in U.S. coin production over the decades. The 1978 Jefferson nickel is also significant for its role in a period when the U.S. Mint was exploring ways to improve the quality of coinage and reduce costs, the rising price of metals, and the challenges of maintaining the value of the U.S. dollar meant that the Mint had to continually assess the materials and techniques used in coin production. This led to innovations such as the development of clad coinage, which was introduced in the 1960s and became standard for coins, such as the penny, dime, quarter, and half dollar. The Jefferson nickel, however, continued to be struck using the traditional copper-nickel composition during the 1970s. This period marked the last years of the nickel's traditional composition before the introduction of more modern coinage techniques in the decades that followed. In conclusion, the 1978 Jefferson nickel represents a significant piece of American numismatic history. While it may not have the rarity or value of some of the more sought-after coins in the Jefferson nickel series, it is an important coin that offers insight into the economic, political, and technological changes that took place in the United States during the 1970s. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1978 Jefferson nickel remains an essential part of any comprehensive collection of U.S. coins. It offers a glimpse into the past and serves as a reminder of the continuing evolution of American coinage and the role that coins, like the Jefferson nickel, play in telling the story of the nation. So, the next time you come across a 1978 Jefferson nickel, remember that you're holding a piece of history, a coin that tells a story of American innovation, change, and resilience in the face of economic challenges. Thanks for tuning into Coins World, and we hope you enjoyed learning more about the 1978 Jefferson nickel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue to explore the fascinating world of numismatics. Keep collecting and stay curious.